Learning to be still, learn to be mindful and silent makes you less susceptible to any negativity around you, makes you less susceptible to any nonsense going on around you, the chaos that's going on around you. It won't be anything for you to react because there really is no point to reacting to things that have nothing to do with your life. Okay? Even the things that's happening around you or like to you, you can choose to react or you can choose to remain still. You can choose to remain silent. Let your thoughts flow through. Don't let your thoughts wander to extreme measures to where you just start thinking anything that's reckless or negative or um, that may be detrimental. You want to be able to maintain a peace of mind wherever you are in life, wherever you go, any environment. Because too much times in life we react to things that we don't need to react to. React to stupid, nonsensical things. And it takes our attention away from the Most High. Takes away our attention from hearing His voice and being in tune. So when we're always reacting and we're not listening to our thoughts, we're not listening to His voice, and we're not taking the time to be still, we might just miss out on the information, the understanding, the wisdom that we need to take and receive in this moment of time. Because I learned that when I stay silent and when I stay still, I tend to receive better thoughts. I tend to receive better understanding when I'm silent, when I remain still. Because reacting to everything and everybody, it's supposed to distract you, right? And something outside of you that is not um, important, that's not a good use of your time, it's better to just let that be and not react. Because I learned that being silent is a good way for me to gather myself, prepare myself, to be at ease, to, regulate my nervous system. I found that to be very beneficial, you know? And regardless of what mess is going on around me, regardless of what's happening in this messed up world, it does not affect me at all. I remain to be still and not in fear because I know that there are storms that come and there are storms that go. Every storm comes and goes, and you got to have the mental capacity to deal with a storm when it comes to you accordingly. And how you handle a storm, you know, you can handle it by reacting irrationally. You can react with fear. That's your choice, right? But I guarantee you, reacting with fear, it will do you no good. It's going to lead to more problems for you. And I believe any situation that happens, any storm that comes, is all a test to see how we are going to handle it head on. I mean, we can either run from it or we can face it head on with a very emotionally intelligent mind and handling it um with knowing that we're not going to lose ourselves in the midst of it, right? We're not going to lose our firm or our grip. We're not going to lose our peace of mind from it. We can deal with it knowing that we're not going to lose that stuff. We're not going to lose our grip. We're not going to lose our peace of mind, you know? And there are certain things that happen in our lives that do take away our peace of mind. But the way to gain that back is to remain still, remain present in where you're at right now. Don't be distracted by being on your phone, scrolling, right? Because that's the easiest way to lose mindfulness. That's the easiest way to just lose focus. The best way to focus is to just stay still, being in silence. And I'm learning to do that like each and every day, to gather myself and to find a sense of peace. Because you cannot find peace in this crazy world. It's not possible. You can only find peace through the Most High. As long as you allow Him into your life, you allow Him access into your doors. The minute you start to walk in fear and you start reacting to everything around you, like you're in this reactionary mode all the time, and anything can really get to you. Nothing, the smallest thing can move you. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you don't have peace. You know, if the smallest thing can get to you, bother you, then you're not in alignment with God. And instead of being silent and learn to be still and learn to just accept what's happening around you, and just learning to just be silent and be still, you choose to react, right? You choose to react in a way that, you know, takes away your peace of mind. React in a way to where you're in fear of losing something. Could be anything. And you just lose that stability within yourself. And so you start behaving in a way that's irrational. You start to say certain things that's negative. You start cursing your own life because you don't control how you react to things, you know. And for me, anything could be happening around me. I don't care what it is, you know what I'm saying? With the exception if there was like gunshots, I'm definitely making a run for it at that point. That's different, you know what I'm saying? If there's any imminent danger around me, I'm going to go the other way, right? But the stuff that's happening currently in this world, I'm not going to let it dictate my future. I'm not going to let it dictate how I should feel, or I'm not going to let it impact my mood or my state of being, because I get to choose my state of being. Nobody else will choose my state of being except me, and me alone. So at the end of the day, I choose to remain still, silent, and just whatever negative thoughts or intrusive thoughts come in, I let that shit pass by. I don't try to dwell on it. I ain't gonna open my mouth about it. I'm just gonna let it pass by and ask the Most High to just take those thoughts away because they're intrusive. They're no good. They don't serve me nothing. They don't serve me well at all. Those negative thoughts. So they can just be automatically rebuked. You know what I'm saying? But practicing mindfulness is a very good way to stay calm, to be at peace with yourself, and to get rid of any distraction, really focus on, you know, what you need to do next in your life. What's the next step for you? You know, just try not to distract yourself with so many nonsensical things that takes away your time, that takes away your energy, right? Like being out here in nature, like that's the perfect way to practice mindfulness, to be still, to not be in a state of worry or a state of fear, you know. Because when you're constantly on the move, you're constantly in these cities and you're constantly around buildings and around the rat racers, it can play with your mind a little bit in a negative way. It can kind of mess you up a little bit and kind of raise up your blood pressure, mess up your nervous system, get you all anxious and worried for no reason. You know, it's the environment that you're in, the people that you're around, and stuff. So, with that being said, um, just want to make this video and talk about what's kind of been on my mind, you know. And this is what's been on my mind, you know. I'm just sitting here chilling and taking in the environment, taking in the fresh air, the beautiful sunlight, you know. This is where I can kind of, you know, eliminate any worry, eliminate any doubt that comes to mind. So, thank you all for watching, and make sure y'all like, share, subscribe for more transparent content. I'm out, and peace.